If you watch my videos, you'll remember I found 2 pieces of wood sitting in the San Gabriel Mountains and I packed them out. Well, these are those 2. Now I saw something in these that I could make. There's this shape. There are small rocks stuck in it from growth over the years, over the decades, including this one. You see that rock stuck there? There's a rock stuck there. But I saw that this opening here would just about fit this bottom here. So, as the Emperor says, I have foreseen something. Now that something is about to take shape. Okay, here's a little progress made on it so far. Let's see. Fit this in here, and I've got it epoxied here, here. All of this. Here, here. Here it's got the 2-ton epoxy. And on the bottom there. Now see how these little rocks are stuck in there? They grew into the roots. Rocks grew in there. Look at that rock grew in there. Another on the top. It's going to be a cool looking lamp. Let me take it over to the sun here. Look at this. You see it's starting to take shape. Just how I saw it. And now at the other side. Now, this is where this is going to go. It's only going to go in this much. It's a 7/16 brass fitting. Notice it fits perfect. See, I curved this out using a Dremel motor. I curved this out. Now I started it with a 12-inch long 250 drill bit, 1/4 inch. Because see, the drill chuck starts to hit here, which interferes with these. So with a 12-inch bit, you're only getting down about 3 inches into the wood. But since it's at an angle, you'll see, and then I put a groove here with a round head, so when the 1/4 inch drill bit comes down, it rides in that groove and catches. Now that was a pilot drill, the 1/4 inch, to get me down 4 inches into it. Then I went to Harbor Freight. You're gonna laugh. But look at this. This is a 25-inch wood drill bit. I could buy one from a hardware store that was 16 inches long, which was what I needed, but it was $25. Went to Harbor Freight, and I got 3 of them wood bits, which means only this much is hardened. This is not hardened. This is all cold roll steel. It's soft. I was able to cut it with a hacksaw. All I need is the one, but I got the 3 for less than I would have paid for the 1. So then I put this in the drill, just a regular Black & Decker home drill, and it fit in this groove I created, and I rode that groove straight down and out the other side. The hole is where the 7/16 brass fittings are going to go in. Now that is going to be epoxied in there, right there. This is the back of the lamp. Another stage. See what I did here is I found 3 places the wood goes through. I drilled through with a number 30 drill. Drill bit being a little bit less than the diameter of the actual shank, not the threads, but the actual shank of the wood screw. Now, I drilled through where it's going to hit there. I drilled through it. So I'm going to put a screw in here, and a screw in there. Now after drilling them, I went ahead and countersunk them. All 3. So I'm going to push some epoxy inside of there, and then I'm going to put this wood screw in. Sink this wood screw in all the way up, so it'll be really secure. So this is the bottom of the lamp. Look at the shine this is putting out. That's the 4th coat. You can see where the rock is embedded there, and the rock is embedded here. See that? Now this side, it's where the cable is going to come out. That's where the brass fitting is going to go in. So that's the back of the lamp. This is the front of the lamp. This is what you're going to be seeing. I ordered the shade from Lamps Plus, and I ordered the top fitting. I forget what they're called, but it's an antique bronze leaf. 3 leaves actually. It's gonna look so cool. And the shade is like a see-through leather western type. It's gonna look like something that you would see on the Ponderosa. Dun 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 dun. Something Haas made for his dad. Okay, it's threaded all the way through. It's through here. It's through the threaded piece. I've got the harp bottom on. The wiring. This is screwed on. It's time to attach the wiring. You can see where I touch one end of the wire there, and one end there. And then I'll thread back. Now, since the inside of this rod is not threaded, this is threaded. I put some duct tape. The duct tape will push down inside there, and I put some epoxy. Some epoxy resin. Okay, so the wiring's all done. I've got some epoxy in here drying. The wiring's come up. It's on here. This is the right height. We've got some epoxy here and here to keep it from moving. So I'm gonna let the epoxy kick off. I'll give it about half an hour. Actually, I'll give it about an hour to make sure. And then Pharaoh said, "Let there be light." And there was. Okay, there it is, guys. Check this out. Put a little light on the subject so you can see it a little better. There's that embedded rock. There's the other one. You can see how the tube comes straight down through. You can see how I hid the cable in back of the root, split root here. Come through, down under. Comes out a natural crevasse right here. So here's the lampshade I ordered. I got this online. Now, this harp here comes up, threaded. It's got a 1/4 thread on the top. Got a antique looking bulb. There we go. Got that online too. And there is the finished product. Let me shut this overhead light off and show you what it looks like. There is the lamp. Exactly how I saw it the second I saw that piece of wood in the river. Now this piece of wood I pulled out of the river. This piece of wood I found about 50 feet, maybe 100 feet upstream. Or downstream, I'm sorry. And when I saw this open part, I thought, that's a cool piece of wood. Maybe I can make something out of that. But I left it in the river. Going further in the river, I found this piece. And I thought, hey, that's a cool piece of wood. And I actually had this piece of wood, and I was going to burn this piece of wood at night for fire. But then I saw the rock stuck in it, and the rock stuck it, and all the shapes and the really cool looking forms. And I pulled it out of the fire. And before it caught, and I noticed these two go together, and then I pictured this lamp. I'll put a link below in the details to the video where I pulled this wood out. where I put this in the trunk and I told you what I was going to make. Go back and check out that video, and at the bottom of that video in the details I'm going to add a link to this video so you guys can sit there and do that figure 8 all night long between the two videos and rack up hits on my videos. But let me know what you think about this lamp. I think it's pretty cool. Here's one more complete look. Look at that, how these things are shaped. There's the top piece, the shade. Oh yeah, and it had a little bit of a rock to it. So what I did on the bottom, I just put it down on a piece of rough concrete and went around. So I got it sit here, 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 and here, all flat. There's still a little bit of rock. So what I did is I cut this branch, same type of wood. I cut this branch at an angle using a Leatherman saw and epoxied it in place. So now when it sets, you see, because this was not touching, when it sits now, there's no rock. Look at the grain on that. This is the rear of the lamp. This is the front of the lamp, where it still has the bark. Still has the bark. It's got this grain coming up here. It's got the bark underneath here. Some more grain. Look at that. Also in the details will be a list of the bill of materials that I had to buy for this, the costs, and the hours. I kept track of the hours. So there it is. See the lamp. Be the lamp. I am the lamp. Let me know what you guys think.